Hey everybody, what is going on? HexX here with another Master Duel video for you all. So today we are coming back to a weekly spot that I love to come back to, which is the viewer special. We are on number 14 this time, which is super rad. Gotta thank you all as always for sending your games in to be reviewed. For those of you who have not seen one of these before and are wondering what this is all about, the viewer special is usually about weekly, maybe every week and a half or so, but usually weekly video I like to do where I feature games from you all that you all submit in, so that way we can see a variety of players and decks being represented here on the channel. I think that's really important given that we're all kind of in this together in terms of improving in the game. So, and plus I feel that it's not like learning from multiple people is always the way to go. I never want to be the one singular instructor here. I feel like we can all be instructors for each other. And I definitely feel like that's just the way to go, not just for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or gaming even, but like in general, I kind of have that philosophy when it comes to learning. So I definitely like applying it here on the channel in that way. So if you're wondering how you can submit a replay for me to review, it's actually fairly simple. I'm mainly looking for your 9-digit player ID here. As well as, of course, the date and time. Basically, just if you want me to watch a specific game, just make sure you leave enough details that I am able to, pick out that specific game among your replays. Like, usually the date and time stamp is good enough. You might want to throw in your opponent's name, and then it also is really helpful if you just throw in a quick, I played this deck against this deck. Yeah, it's just something like, if you want to include a brief summary of what the game was like too, you can as well. But just even that much, just so I get an idea of what game I am looking for there. So I'm not really looking for any in particular. Feel free to submit any games you please. But yeah, I do find that helpful there. So as far as where you'll want to submit that, if you go ahead and check out the description there below. Oh, and then the other thing, I knew I was forgetting something. Make sure that you're saving these replays as public. That way I'm able to view them. If they're not saved as public, then when I view your profile, they will not be there, and then I will be sad because I didn't get to show your replay. That has happened before, so please make sure you are doing that. But yeah, so as far as where to submit them, again, if you go to the description, you will find a link to my Twitter, and then if you follow that link to my Twitter page, right pinned at the top of my profile is a pinned tweet where I like to curate all of the responses. That's the best spot just to leave it for me personally because it's nice and easy. It's just one spot I can go to. I don't have to go to a whole bunch of different pages trying to figure out where all the different replay comments are. I can just go and find them there. But if you don't have a Twitter, that's all right. You can also leave them in the comments of this video. I do recommend, again, leaving them in the comments of specifically the viewer special videos. Again, it just makes it more easy for me to organize and find your games that way. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing more submissions from you all, especially as we move into the new format here. We're still pretty young into the new format at the time of recording this, but I did get a few submissions post ban list that I wanted to kind of show off here, and we'll be taking a look at those. So let's just trying to think if there's anything else I need to go over as far as what the viewer special is all about. I mean, this is also number 14, right? So feel free to, if you want to, check out. I should have a whole playlist of all the different viewer special there if you want more of an idea of what exactly it is we do here with these. So yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at some games now. Alright, so this first game is going to come to us from Traumatize. Cool username. It actually is. That sounded sarcastic, but I actually do think that is a cool username. Traumatize is going to be playing Adventure Tenyi versus Despia against good old Octopussy here. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this game. Yeah, one of the reasons I love watching all of your games is because I get to see plays that I don't normally do or think of myself. So even if it's a deck that I play and am already familiar with, I'm still just always super eager to get into it and see how it's going to pan out. So cool. Okay, we are opening with the Griffin Rider, presumably plus Red Rose here, but the opponent's got a Maxi, which is definitely not cool, definitely uncool. So I don't know, I can't imagine. Oh, we're just gonna go for it. All right, cool. I was gonna say I can't imagine we're just gonna go for it, but all right, cool, I'm down for that. You know what, I guess it is only 2 special summons to make a Baron. I don't know if we're gonna stop there, but well, I guess then we summon the Roxos as well. No, we're just going for it. We're gonna go for a combo under okay, then we're gonna stop. Okay, I guess that makes a little more sense. I'm not gonna lie, I was thrilled for a moment there. I was like, whoa, holy, how is this gonna play out? We did end up giving the opponent a lot of advantage, but maybe it was actually worth it to have the Baron out here. And we even get to use the Basal Rose Shoot here against the Harpy's Feather Duster. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually ever play into Maxi on turn 1. Just because, like, I don't know, I feel gross giving my opponent a lot of advantage, even if it is to make a powerful tool like an Omni Negate like Baron. I don't know, maybe that is just something I need to become a little bit more willing to do. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, how often do you Maxi like that on turn 1? Is that like a common thing that you do, or like is that are you kind of like that's a are you like me and thinking that's a bit ballsy of a move there? I mean, clearly it paid off. I'm pretty sure we did end up winning this game, but still. Oh, are they going for a Guardian Chimera here? Yep, the Guardian Chimera. Yeah, this card actually ended up being a pretty decent boost to the Despia decks, right? Just because it's pretty easy to make in Despia decks, and then provides a good amount of advantage from not only destroying cards, but also drawing cards. And also the fact that, you know, while Poly's in the grave, it can't be targeted. In current iterations of Despia on Master Duel, where a lot of them are playing this Fight for a Patchwork engine, that's obviously going to be very, very relevant. So, yeah, definitely not even an afterthought. I don't know, it's cool. You know, Guardian Chimera is one of those cards that I read, and I'm like, seems deep, I don't know what it's used in, and then it actually turns out to be fairly, like, critical in helping out a deck in this current state. Like, I was gonna say helping out a deck like Despia, and it's like, well, we all know from what's coming on the horizon that Despia is a deck that's going to get a fair amount of, more than a fair amount of help, but it's nice that there's a little release that can help it like this in the time being as well. So looks like we topped the Rites of Armistier. We definitely love to see that. There can only be one is definitely not something we like to see, though. I wonder how much we can combo under it, though. I'm actually not sure off the top of my head. Well, not that much, right? Because we can't do Auroradon stuff because we can't have multiple machines. We can't even get into Auroradon because we can't have multiple machines. Going for the Hulk anyway. Okay, I'm interested to see how this is going to pan out. Oh, I see. Oh, no, but they ashed. Oh, no. I was going to say, oh, the Fateful Adventure. We're just going to bounce. There can only be one. But then they ashed the Fateful. So probably because they knew we were going for the Dracoback to bounce their Floodgates. So that's too bad. But okay, we do get to sync for, I guess we're going for Yazi now. Oh, yeah. Okay, if we go for Yazi, then we should have options. Question mark? I'm pretty sure anyway. I'm just trying to think of what options we all would have. Like, yeah, we popped that. Oh, duh. Jesus, Yazi. Oh, my God. It's like, what options do we have? I don't know. Yazi kind of summons Taya and is like the whole second half of our play, right? Plus, we did the Chi one in the grave that I forgot about there, so. Okay, cool. Yeah, we definitely love to see these. Wow, we definitely love to see these games where we play through, like, Maxis and Floodgates and still manage to come out on top. That's the other cool thing too, is that, like, you know, I can you know, try to work as many of the games I play as into instructing how the deck is played as I can, but you know, when it comes to like having the pool of all of your games out there, everyone watching these videos and then submitting, like we get a lot of really cool games in the viewer specials. That's one of the reasons I really like doing them too, is we tend to get some pretty cool games here in the viewer specials. I definitely think this is one of them for sure. So yeah, calling Dark to pop the Dark, rather the Guardian Chimera, plus obviously being Despia. The Dark is definitely the attribute we are wanting to call there. I respect the Protoss in defense mode. I probably would just blind summon it in attack mode for the damage, but there is something to be considered, especially given that we're playing against Despia here. And a lot of their stuff does have 2,500 attack points, so the 3k defense on Protoss is definitely not irrelevant at all. Yeah, I actually really respect putting the Protoss in defense mode there. Like I said, I would have just thrown it out in attack mode and not even thought about it, honestly. As bad as that sounds. Yeah, between actually Protoss and the Chao Fang there, we had a perfect setup against Despia, shutting off both light and dark monsters. And yeah, cool, looks like they're not able to respond after the Fateful, or the Rite of Armistier. I mean, they knew we had the Dracoback in hand, so I bet that's why they conceded. They knew they couldn't survive once their monster had gotten bounced. So, cool, excellent game. Alright, thank you very much, Traumatized. We love to see it. Alright, let's go and take a look at the next one. Alright, next duel we have comes to us from Alistor, who, actually from what they said on Twitter, it sounds like they're relatively new to Master Duel. So, cool, awesome. Glad you are playing the game there. Definitely love to see it. Looks like we are playing an Adventure Prank Kid deck here, so that's going to be this game right here. Alright, I think you also said you were a fan of the anime in your Twitter post. Definitely a fan of the anime myself. Huge fan of the anime. I've kind of thought about, okay, this would definitely be like a down the road kind of a thing once I get just better at editing in general, but let me know what you guys think. I've actually thought about doing like some video essays about like just thoughts I have about the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. If that's the kind of content you would be down for, definitely let me know in the comments. I would be very interested in doing something like that. Again, that would be a down the road kind of a thing when I get a little more better / confident with my like editing skills, but yeah, definitely not something at all that I'm opposed to. Of course, as I mentioned, it's an idea I'm interested in, so anyway, yeah, playing Adventure Pranks, we love to see it. I still love Prank Kids. I know a lot of people got sick of this deck really quick. Well, I think a lot of the reason a lot of people got sick quick is because sick quick. Didn't mean to rhyme there. I think a lot of the reason for that too is because people were just like had already played against this deck a lot in the TCG, and you know, we're kind of burned out of it. But I don't know. I like Prank Kids. They're cute. They're cute. Like, what else could you want in a deck? So, yeah, looks like we do have to just set 2 and pass. But it looks like the opponent actually ended up doing the same thing. So, that's pretty rad. We love to see that. Going for the Pandemonium here. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to think. I probably just normal some of the Lampsies and continue going for a regular line. Although, I'm trying to think with the Rocket Ride, what all does that enable us to do here? Let's see if we can get back. I'm just trying to think the Fansies. We can use that as a material. Sorry, I'm just like kind of thinking about it because I never really considered doing that line that way before. The Veiler on the Rocket Ride obviously is totally fine here. That's like very, very fine. We're not, you know, we're not doing anything besides just using that for its we're not using it. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. That does actually do things. Crap, because yeah, then we can't bring Step Back from the Grave. Oh, I totally spaced on that. Oh my god. Well, you know what it was? For some reason in my brain, I thought it was a quick effect. And I thought we were about to chain the effect to bring the cards back from grave in response to that. And then I got a little confused when we didn't. And it's like, oh wait, Rocket Ride's not a quick effect. Jeez. So, don't mind me. I'm just, words are falling out of my mouth right now. I don't know, that kind of happens a lot when I do this commentary sometimes, but I don't know, you all don't seem to mind, so guess I don't either. Yeah, I'm trying to think though, if Pandemonium for the Rocket Ride, I feel like we probably should just normal summon the Lampsies, then from there we could have just kind of like more or less picked up the combo from where it had been left off, right? The standard turn 1 play, like using the Meow Meow Moo and that Lampsies we normal summon to go into the Dodo Dodo Do, getting a Prank Kid with Lampsies, you know, setting up the Prank Kid Pranks, and then just going into, you know what I mean, just this kind of the standard kind of turn 1 combo. But wow, our opponent just really does not have anything going on, do they? I wonder what deck they're even playing. What have they used so far? What is it? An Imperma Veiler and an Ash. Maybe it's something like Live Twin or Sky Striker. Something that's really like disrupt heavy, that's just not getting any of its main deck stuff. Or like Numeron, I guess. I mean, that's kind of evident given they just threw out another Ash here. I was gonna say it could just be a deck of all staples, but that's Adventure combo. That's like already a deck. So, I mean, obviously, of course, it's not all of the staples, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's see here. I mean, we've got the Impermanent Droplet, so like, if our opponent does have a play here, it's not like they can really do a whole lot in this situation, so I don't know, I guess we'll just keep kind of playing it out from this point. Nice, okay, we have the Battle Beller set up, very, very nice, we love to see it, so now, pretty much as soon as we get the chance to, we can flip up that Pandemonium there. Ah, okay, so they're playing Ancient Warriors. I am not super well versed in Ancient Warriors. I have played against them a couple of times. It was actually mostly during the normal Rare Festival where I saw a lot of Ancient Warriors, but I've played against them a few times outside of that too. So I don't know if that deck tends to be very disrupt heavy, or maybe our opponent just got really unlucky in their draws, but who knows? I don't. I just found myself thinking about the normal Rare Festival all of a sudden after bringing it up. It's like, can we have that back? I would love to see that festival again, even this year. Like, I don't care. I kind of just want that as an option for dual rooms all the time. Although that might ruin the magic of it a little bit. Okay, what is this? I've never seen this one before. This Ancient Warriors. This return, you can destroy with the highest attack. Also, you cannot. Wow, look at this chain. This is so good. Wow, okay, wait, what? Give control. Oh, I thought, okay. I saw control of this card. I don't know, for some reason I thought it was like switching control or something. I don't know. It's a bad habit. I mean, go figure. I was gonna say a bad habit of mine to just glance at cards without fully reading them, but then it's like, you know, a Yu-Gi-Oh player and not reading? The thought. Okay, cool. So now that they're at 3,500, yeah, we'll just switch our stuff to attack mode and just casually battle over them for lethal. So, Alistair, thank you very much for submitting that game. I'm glad you are having fun playing Master Duel with Adventure Pranks here. Thank you for watching the channel, and glad my videos could help out there. That is, like I mentioned at the beginning, the goal here, as always, as ever, is to make sure that we're all just learning together kind of as a community. So, all right, I think we have time for one or two, probably just one more game here. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Alright, so the last duel of this video is going to come to us from Phenom here. It's going to be a quick game where they are testing a post banlist virtual world build against Floowandereeze. That's why I said bird instead of build. It's because they're playing against Floowandereeze here. Looks like it's going to be just a quick game real quick, but I'm pretty curious to see what all this post banlist virtual world build is going to be doing here. I've actually played against virtual worlds a couple of times supposed to be in this, which I was a little surprised to see it even that much, but obviously the deck isn't dead. Like, it still has a lot of plays, and just you know, I'm not particularly well versed with the deck as a whole myself, so I'm just very interested to see here what all exactly those plays are going to entail. I respect letting that Ash resolve. I really respect not using the call by on that Ash there, especially because, again, as I was just going to say, they probably have a max seed coming up, so yeah, mad respect for not snapping the call by against that Ash, which, I don't know, seems maybe a bit obvious probably to some people, but I mean, there are a lot of players who would snap do the call by. I mean, even me on the right day would snap do the call by without thinking about it. I mean, I feel like it's something we're all kind of prone to. It's definitely something I've done before, where it's like, you know, you have a response in hand, so you just kind of do it without thinking, and then you realize, like, oh wait, I didn't want to respond with that. So just being mindful of the plays that we're making, and just the way that we're playing. Oh my god, that Lulu was such a good top deck. What the hell? That was such a good top deck. Wow, that was a really good top deck. That's awesome. Yeah, okay, so it looks like we're going into the Coral Dragon now. I'm curious what we're gonna end on, per se. Oh, we're sinking for 12? We're getting, like, the Geo... Yeah, the Geo Math Mech. I was trying to remember what it was called. Geo Math Mech Final Sigma. This is more or less kind of like a 3K. It's kind of like Access Code, from what I remember. Not Access Code. The Arrival Cybers at Ignister, from what I remember, is in that it's unaffected. So, yeah, okay, you know, that was a pretty quick game there. But even just that little bit, though, like, I wasn't thinking at all about Geo Math Mech Final Sigma. Like, obviously, I knew of that card's existence, but I didn't even really think about it in terms of using it with Virtual World, because, like, obviously I've known that the deck can put out 2 level 6s, but oh, you know what, if you could put out 2 level 6s, you could make Ultimate Zolkin into Crystal Wing too. That's another option you could go for. Now I'm just, like, spitballing at this point. Again, this is why I love the viewer special so much, because I get all these ideas for decks that I'm either currently playing, or like I've played recently, or just don't know too much about, and then it's a fresh perspective. I'm all about fresh perspectives. Like, I've never thought of it that way. It's my favorite sentence. I don't know. Again, one of many reasons why I love featuring you all on the channel like this. So, yeah, looks like that's about all the time we've got for today. So let's go ahead and move on now to the outro. All right, everybody, thank you as always, as ever, for watching all the way to the very end of the video like this. That does mean a whole lot to me personally, and is also a great way of supporting the channel. And yeah, if you've submitted replays and haven't seen yours yet, you know, don't feel down. Definitely feel free to keep submitting them. You know, there's no kind of limit to submissions. Please don't spam, like, the same game over and over again. That I have not really had that happen, but I will assure you that is a kind of a surefire way to not get your game featured. But I mean, if you want to submit multiple different games, that's totally fine. Feel free to do that. And again, if it's been a little while since you submitted the last game, I guess now, granted, I am trying to feature more from the post-ban list, so I was going to say, if it's been a while since you featured one, feel free to resubmit it as well, but that'd probably be from a pre-ban list stance. Whatever, now I'm just rambling at this point. Long story short, just feel free to submit games as much as you want. Again, as long as you're not spamming the same one over and over again. I'm not going to be fussed if you decide to submit multiple times, multiple games. That is totally cool with me. There's no limit to that sort of a thing. So, and again, once again, the places to do that would be my Twitter. And once again, if you follow the link in the description to my Twitter right there at the top of my profile, pinned tweet is going to be the thread where you will post the response there. And if you don't have a Twitter, the comment section of this video will do just as well. So, yeah, that's all I've got for today. So without further ado, this is XLex. I'm signing out. Hope you guys have a fantastic day.